All right. Court calls cause number 25080000188, State of Texas versus Jeffrey Allen Shreve. Shreve, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are Jeffrey Allen Shreve.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Shreve, you are here today on a citation for failing to yield the right of way. Um, this is alleged to have occurred on or about August 30th, 2025 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of this charge?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Shreve, there's some things I need to let you know before I go forward. Uh, these, the cases heard out of this court are Class C misdemeanors. You have the right to have a jury determine your guilt or innocence. You can waive your right to a trial by jury, and you can have a trial before the court, which is me. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will not be appointed to you because there is no chance of jail time in these cases. But an attorney can help you understand the law, can help you understand procedure, and can help you make decisions regarding your case. If you choose to go forward without a lawyer, I have no choice but to hold you to the same standards as if you were an attorney. You also have the Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You do not have to testify in your case against yourself. It's the state's burden to prove their case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. As you sit there today, you are innocent until proven guilty. Do you understand these rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Some other things I need to let you know. If you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could affect your status in the United States. If you find yourself in this situation, I strongly suggest you consult an attorney. Uh, There are consequences beyond this courtroom on certain charges. For instance, if you are charged with not having valid insurance, not only could you be subject to fines and costs from this court, but you could also be subject to surcharges from the state of Texas. If you have a question whether your particular charge is subject to consequences beyond this courtroom, I strongly suggest you consult an attorney. Finally, if I order fine and court costs and you are unable to meet that financial obligation, there are alternative means to payment. If you contact the clerks, they'll send you an application. And if you qualify, I can do a number of things from putting you on an extended payment plan, which is a payment plan beyond 30 days, to having you do community service, to doing a combination of those things. The important thing to note is that just because you are unable to pay, there are other ways for you to satisfy the judgment. All right. So the way this is going to work, Mr. Shreve, I'm going to ask you, how do you plead? You're going to have three choices. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. A plea of guilty and a plea of no contest are basically the same thing, and then I'm going to find you guilty and move on to the sentencing portion of the case. The difference between guilty and no contest is that when you plead no contest, what you're telling the court is that you're not saying you did it, you're not saying you didn't do it. You're just not contesting the matter. But what you're also telling the court is that there's enough evidence before the court at this time to substantiate a finding of guilt. The other difference is that if somebody attempts to sue you in a civil court, a plea of no contest more than likely will not be admissible. A plea of guilty may be admissible for the purpose of liability. You also have the ability to plead not guilty. If you plead not guilty, then your case will be set for pretrial and then a trial. Um, it will be your choice whether you want a trial in front of the judge, which would be myself, or in front of the jury, which would be six people from the community. At pretrial, there will be a prosecutor present who represents the state of Texas. You will have the ability to speak to the prosecutor regarding your case. The prosecutor is the individual who brings the case on behalf of the state, and he has the ability to do a number of things, from negotiating a plea bargain agreement to recommending dismissal of the case if he so chooses. If you're unable to resolve your case at pretrial, then your case will be set for trial. Um, at the pretrial, if you have any pretrial motions that you want to be heard, you need to file them at least 3 days before the pretrial hearing. You have any questions, Mr. Shreve?
No, sir.
All right. As to the charge of failing to yield right away on or about August 30th, 2025 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
The court will accept your plea of no contest. I'm going to place you on 90 days deferred disposition. What that means is if you do what I ask you to do and pay what I ask you to pay in the time that I ask you to do it in, the case will be dismissed. It's going to be a fine of $109.90, costs of $150 for a total of $259.90. When can you pay that, Mr. Shreve?
Um, you said it's within 30 days?
Uh, no, no. I put you on 90 days deferred, so I can
Oh,
give you
okay.
up to the 90 days if you need the 90 days.
Okay. And then you said there's the payment plans?
Yeah, so I can give you up to the 90 days. If you don't have it paid within the 90 days, then you can request the application if you want to go beyond that.
Okay.
So what I'll do, I'll give you the 90 days, okay?
Yes, sir.
You're also going to have to do a driving safety course, okay? Because you're under 25, all right?
Yes, sir.
You can do that online,
Yes, sir.
okay? You have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, so what you're going to do when you get off of Zoom here in a minute, you're going to call the court. Do you have that phone number? It should be on the ticket.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're going to call the court. You're going to talk to the clerks, and they're going to make arrangements. They got to send you the paperwork for you to sign. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Shreve. You have any questions? Any other questions?
No, sir.
All right, Mr. Shreve. You are excused. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.